So here we got this 1968 Chevy Camaro. We're gonna get some pictures of it, but I gotta find a picture spot first, to be honest with you. Now it's a bit colder out, so I'm actually gonna warm it up first because, you know, I care. Now I've heard everybody drive this car around and it sounds so good. I just gotta figure out which key it is. Let's go with the different one. Bingo, me boy, bingo. I have this one photo spot in mind. I went there before with a red C8 and I thought the colors really popped with the trees behind it, so we're gonna go to it again. It's just a park down the street. I'm also yelling because this car is so damn loud, so sorry, I don't know how this is gonna come up on camera. Oh my god, dude, this throttle is so sensitive. I'm not even touching it. It's like SpongeBob with the big toe when he's driving, swear to god. All right, so the park is about maybe 10 minutes away, so get some exhaust sounds. Not going crazy though. If you're ever wondering do I get scared or nervous driving these cars? Yes and no. Yes, because it's not my car, right? But no, because it's just like driving any other car that I'm used to. It's just getting yourself acquainted and, like, I don't know, just getting used to it. Especially with this one, just now coming up to this light, the brakes were not like obviously your everyday brakes. A lot different, obviously. They don't stop on a dime. They don't, it's not like spongy, or not spongy, but softer, whereas these brakes are actually pretty tight and pretty hard. So yeah, that's a little different. That's the only thing I get nervous about, is like I stop way ahead of time just because I don't want to damage this at all, obviously, because this car is so ungodly mint and I would want someone to take care of it if it were mine. So I'm going to be respecting this owner's car, of course, and doing everything I can to prevent anything from happening. All right, so we're at the spot. Let's see if I like it before I completely turn the car off. We're in park. Yeah, I like it. If people don't know, there are headlights behind these, and there's a hydraulic pump that will pull this back or flip it down. I don't know what the case is for this one. But I'm actually gonna leave them closed because I like the way the whole front grille looks. So I'm gonna keep that as it is. But there's so many different points to this car that we're gonna be taking a bunch of pictures, probably more than we need. And yeah, so let's go. So for this one, I'm going to be fully zoomed out. I'm gonna get the car, the sky, and the tree. And for this one, we're actually gonna do something different. I'm gonna put the polarizer so it takes the reflections out of the windshield, but then I'm going to keep in the same exact spot, spin it, and then have it remove the reflections on the left side of the vehicle. So when I go back into Photoshop, I can blend the two pictures together and it'll look very clean. There'll be no reflections. There'll be reduced reflections, not no reflections. They'll still be there, but it'll be significantly reduced. So another one we're going to do is, it's going to be a low shot. Again, messing with this polarizer. I'm bringing the sky back with the polarizer, just a tad. Low shot there. Now we're gonna go around to the front, turn the shutter speed up a little bit because it's a little too pink, and then we'll do the same thing, but we're gonna do it from above. And there goes the fan because that thing is hot. So these are all pretty much the basic shots that I always get, and then we'll get a little bit more creative as we go along with it. But we're gonna do side profile shot on the other side though, obviously, because this is the shadow side. We'll get a rear end shot, we'll get a wheel shot, and then we will get more of the little things like the 383, the Rally Sport, and probably some little details on the wheel if I can. So for these wheel shots, I've done head on like this. I did a low angle to the top. And then when I talk about like little details, it's not really that important, but it does add a little detail. I zoomed in on the Michelin man that's chilling right here. And I got a picture of him. I think it looks good. Now, if you're looking at this side of the car, the 383 does not look straight. I doubt it's supposed to look that way. We didn't do that. Maybe someone else did. So I'm gonna look at the other side and see how that looks. Same with the Rally Sport. It's okay, but we're gonna get those as well. Another thing while I'm down here, if you just look around while you're shooting, and basically right here, you get this low angle shot of the quarter panel with the wheel, again, rotating the polarizer, changing it around. It looks beautiful. Same thing with the mirror. Get the mirror in there, perfect. See, yeah, this 383 looks a lot better. And we're actually gonna use it with the sky. And then we'll play it here, right there. Maybe a little bit lower. Perfect. So for this next shot, I told you I wanted to keep the grill shut, so I'm gonna emphasize the grill. I'm gonna get right in front, actually, a little bit above being level with it, just like that. And then we're also gonna, maybe this side, because I have the sky in the background. Just a little something to emphasize the grill. Now, when shooting interior shots, here's one thing you should always consider. Look around at what's in the car and what might be ugly. So this is exactly how I left it when I got out. I have to move that seat belt because it doesn't look the best. That floor mat over there I'm going to take out. And then obviously my phone's over there. I'm going to remove all that because I want to show this Chevy badge. I want to show this suede armrest. I don't want anything to ruin this picture come post. So for this, we're going to get both angles. I'm going to close the passenger side door first. Perfect. And then we're going to shoot from the driver's side, and then we will shoot from the passenger side as well. So now there is reduced light, obviously, because I did close that door now, but that's okay. In post, we should be able to bring this back, even though right now in the camera, my aperture only goes down to 3.5 with this lens. If you have a aperture that's a little bit lower, you might benefit in this situation, but in post, we can definitely bring it back. Now, one thing I like to do is shoot right behind, I don't even know if this is considered the B pillar, but this quarter window. Shoot right behind it, just to get, and at the top of the window, just to get a little bit of the shifter and the steering wheel, the seat, just like that. So there is this TMI badge right on the side of the seat. I moved my focus point to that badge to blur out everything in the background. So we're gonna be focusing on that badge. Perfect. Now this next one is going to be of the gauges. I'm going to hide behind the steering wheel just a little bit. I got to change my focus point real quick. Try to get that bigger gauge right there. Perfect. And then now we're going to go to this lower one because there are red lights down here, red ambient lights, and I'm going to crank my exposure up, my ISO up a little bit. Nothing special really for this one. It's just to show off the lights. Basically just get a kind of a wide shot of the pedals, the Chevy badge, the lighting. Yeah. Now, one of my favorites, especially because of how the sun's coming in, but also my shadow might get in the way. So I'm going to sit right behind, right in the crevice of Jesus Christ. I'm going to sit right in between the door and the A-pillar. And crank the ISO down. And it's just a picture of the seat, but you know what? I like it. So now let's go over to the passenger side. These pictures might be a little more photogenic just because there's more going on. You get the whole steering wheel. Let's see. 1000% going to be more photogenic because the way the light's coming through the windshield. I'm going to tuck behind this quarter window a little bit, like so. I'm actually going to go a little bit higher. Bring the aperture up a little bit, rotate the polarizer, bring my shutter speed up a tiny bit, just like that. Now, of course, we're gonna now get in the car. We're going to try to get this shifter right here, but I'm actually probably gonna go from the back of it, right here. Beautiful. I'm gonna do another one from an angle because it looks good for this side. Now this next shot I don't want to do, but I'm gonna do it for the sake of the video. We're gonna shoot from back here. If you shot coupes before, you know this is not the best spot. It's annoying, it's uncomfortable, whatever, but I'm gonna show you how to get in and out without tripping, falling, sticking your legs out, going like this. I don't know, but I'm gonna show you. Ready? Our feet in first, duck our head, bring myself in, bring my other leg in, pull the seat back, and you're gonna be man spreading it. That's okay, but that's how you get back here, basically. Now for this shot, I'm actually gonna go low right here. I'm gonna go low right here, and that sun is actually just coming through the A-pillar, and it looks very good. We're gonna drop back our aperture a little bit. I'm actually gonna tuck back a little bit further, try not to get my knee in the shot, and have the camera come back on. We'll shoot it right here. We'll do just over the top of the seat, like so. And then one all the way back. My hand is at the ceiling, and I'm gonna be right over top of the passenger seat. Beautiful. I'm actually gonna get another one dead center. Beautiful. Now, how to get out of here. You're gonna think, put your legs out. I can't even get my foot out. You're gonna think, put your legs out first. No, what you're gonna do is not allow your camera to bang into anything, but you're going to scooch forward, lean up, stand up in the car, rotate your butt towards the door, and stick your right leg out, then your left leg, and you're out. Easy peasy. Now, one thing I do want to note, I'm not going to go into the landscape pictures, but I do want to note that right now the sun is away. It's actually cloudy right now. And for these, just so you know, like, you always want to have the car facing towards the sun, so the sun's gonna be behind you. But on cloudy days, just know that that is prime time to take car pictures. So if it's like a cloudy, rainy day, not even rainy, but if it's just a cloudy day and you're like, oh my God, it's not a good day for a shoot, you are mistaken. It is the best time to shoot.